Morning, students. Hello everyone, welcome to today's lesson on reading comprehension. In this class, we will learn simple and effective ways to understand passages and answer questions correctly. Now, what is reading comprehension? What is reading comprehension? Reading comprehension means understanding the passage fully, not just reading words. It means understanding what you just read in the passage, finding meaning, ideas, and answers, and reading between the lines. That means you have to understand what the passage is trying to convey. What is the message, what is the theme of it, what is the gist of it. So that you have to understand. So once you have understood that, then you will be able to answer the questions given below the passage. Now, why is it important? It's important because you will improve your vocabulary. See, you will improve your vocabulary. It builds your thinking skills. It helps you to score good marks in exams, and it makes reading enjoyable. So that's why passage or reading comprehension is very important. So a good comprehension helps you answer confidently and quickly. So you must have already observed, if you are a 10th standard CBSE student, you must have already observed, earlier the passages used to be quite easy. You would easily used to understand the passage, and the questions used to be quite easy also. Directly you would find the answers in the passage. But now it is not happening like that. You must have already experienced in your previous exams that the questions or the passages are quite lengthy, and it is very difficult to comprehend, and the questions are also not direct as such. You don't find answers directly in the passage. You might have to think a lot, and things like that, and you must have lost a lot of marks in reading comprehension passage. That is because now that CBSE has brought about this competency based questions, they have actually started giving this passages also quite difficulty or difficulty level must they have increased, or they have started giving this higher order thinking skills kind of questions. So that's why you need to understand the passage very clearly. Now, how to understand a passage? We have a few steps to understand a passage. So this method actually saves time and also improves your accuracy. So what is it? You have to skim the passage once. Now, what is skimming a passage? That means you have to understand the gist of the passage. Okay, the theme of the passage. So what is it all about? What is given in the passage? That you have to understand. So it is not just not going on reading the passage and as you are reading thinking deeply about it and all those things. You need not do it. You just have to skim the passage on top. You just understand the outline of the passage. What is it all about? So this you must understand, this you must know. And once you have skimmed the passage, you need to read the questions once. Read the questions once, and then again read the passage slowly. So once you have understood the outline of the passage, now you read the passage slowly. As you are reading, you have to now find the answers for the questions given. So read the passage slowly, highlight the keywords. Now, what are these keywords? You must have seen some definitions will be there, and some kind of dates will be there, some terms will be there. So all these things will be there, so that you have to go on underlining. Now after that you again go through the questions. Okay, you have to go through the questions, then answer those questions in simple sentences, mostly in your own words. Okay, so if you have understood the passage very clearly, you will be able to write the answers in your own words. So this is the way you have to write the answers for the passage. So this method actually saves time. You need not read the passage over and over again. What you have to do, once you skim the passage, then read the questions, then go through the passage again. Now this time you have to go through it very slowly, and as you're going through, you have to highlight the keywords and then answer the questions in simple sentences. You need not actually write complex words or think about some good vocabulary and things like that. Just answer in simple words. Okay, so this is a very effective method of answering a passage. Now skimming, it is given in detail. I'll just go through it. I'll just read it for you. Skimming means it's quick reading. Skim first. Don't try to understand everything in the first go. So you will understand once you have skimmed the passage, you will get to know the main idea of it. You will get to know what names are given, what places are discussed about, and what kind of topic is it. So all those things you will get to know. Now after that, you have to read the questions. Okay, then when you know the questions, your brain picks the correct information automatically. So you know the questions now. Now what you have to look for, that you will come to know automatically. So this helps you to know what to look for, saves time, avoid unnecessary reading. You need not read 4 times, 5 times, if you have not understood. You know the questions, what answer is needed, you will get to know once you read the passage slowly. Now after that, you have to find the keywords. I told you what are these keywords. Keywords guide you to the exact answer. So you have to look for the dates, some kind of names or terms, and some kind of numbers, repeated words. All these things will be hidden in the passage that you have to look for. Okay, and then after doing all these things, you are going to answer the questions in very simple words. Okay, I have already told that, and now I'm repeating it. Please answer in simple words, that is enough. Okay, so now commonly made mistakes. What mistakes you do while answering a passage, the questions given in the passage. Avoid these mistakes to score full marks. So what are they? Writing long answers. It's not needed. You must have observed, some questions are given for 2 marks. You need not write, half a page or some 3/4 page long answers. That's not required at all. Write in 2 to 3 sentences for 2 marks. That is enough. Okay, and then you need not add unnecessary information. For example, the topic given in the passage, you must have already known about it. You must be knowing about it. A lot of information about it. It is not necessary that you just have to fill in all those information in your answer. That is not at all required. Whatever is asked in the questions, just stick on to it and write how much is required. Okay, if it is given for 1 mark, 1 sentence answer is enough. If it is given for 2 marks, just write 2 Now, 2-3 sentences, that is more than enough. What is actually required here is how much you have understood the passage. If the teacher comes to know that you have understood the passage, he or she is going to give you full marks. So you need not write 2 to 3, half a page of the answer. Now, not reading the question properly. So when you are reading the question, you have to understand the question as well. So you have to read. If you have not understood the question 2 to 3 times, if you read again, it is not going to be wrong. So that's why reading questions are very important. Then spelling mistakes. When you are writing your answers, please don't do any spelling errors. Okay, now final tips. So what tips I can give you is are read slowly. Read the passage slowly, then understand the meaning of it, then look for keywords, then don't memorize, focus on ideas. You need not memorize it, you need not mug up the answer, you just have to focus on the ideas, what is asked, that you have to just be concentrating on. So while reading the passage, you are going to underline the keywords. Okay, then after that you have to understand the meaning. Some words might be tricky, you may not be knowing the meaning of those words, so you have to understand that the meaning of that word with the context. That is very important here. So read the passage. While reading the passage, if you have not understood the meaning of any word, you have to understand that word with the context. That is important. Then look for the keywords. As I've already told you what are keywords, all those things so you just have to go on underlining. Once you have underlined those keywords, what is required for the question, that you will come to know. And then finally you're not going to memorize anything. And the most important thing is you have to practice reading every day. Whatever it is, children, a story book, a kind of essay book, or a newspaper, or any magazine, any kind of article, all those things matter a lot. Reading matters a lot. So that's why you have to inculcate the habit of reading. Once you have mastered reading, it is going to be very easy for you to answer these passages. So that's why practice reading it daily, reading anything daily. So that is it for today. Thank you for watching. If you have liked this video, please subscribe for more lessons. Thank you once again. Bye bye.